Would you rather be as light as a feather or as heavy as an elephant? A question easily answered by someone who has consumed this devil fruit, or shall I say, Blox Fruit. Because today we're starting a new series where I break down the differences and similarities between each individual Blox Fruit and their One Piece counterpart. For those of you who don't watch One Piece, let me explain what a devil fruit is. Devil fruits are mysterious, distinctive fruits scattered throughout the world, known for permanently granting their eaters superhuman powers and an equally permanent inability to swim. An individual can only acquire the powers of a single devil fruit and survive, except for one fatty bum bum. These fruits are divided into three main categories: Paramecia, Zoan, and Logia. Zoan are the easiest to explain, so let's start with that, with each Zoan fruit granting the user to transform into an animal or hybrid animal forms. Logia fruits allow a person to create, control, and transform their body into an element of nature, depending on which element the fruit gives. And finally, Paramecia fruits are fruits that don't give the user any Zoan or Logia attributes. So basically most of the fruits in the world. Now all of that is true, but some fruits break these rules, as well as there are more subgroups to each type of devil fruit. Every Blox Fruit has been inspired by their devil fruit, but in this series we will be going through every single fruit in the game, starting from cheapest to the most expensive. So that means the highly underrated Kilo fruit is up first. In One Piece, the Kiro Kiro no Mi is a Paramecia type devil fruit that allows the user to change their weight from 1 to 10,000 kilograms without affecting their overall size of the user's body. The Kilo fruit appears to work the same based off of its moveset, but we'll get into that in a second. Let's talk about obtaining the fruits. The Kilo fruit can be bought by the Blox Fruits dealer for 5,000 or permanently for 50 Robux, but it also has a very high chance of being obtained by the Blox Fruits gacha. I know we all been there before. Obviously, in One Piece, you can't buy devil fruits, and all devil fruits are extremely rare in the world, so there's no telling how rare the devil fruit is per se. In terms of aesthetics, the Kilo fruit and the Kiro Kiro no Mi have basically nothing in common. The Kilo fruit is more shaped like a traditional cartoony weight, but the devil fruit looks more cylindrical with a curly stem, as well as the Blox Fruits being gray with squarish swirly patterns and a green stem, and the Kiro Kiro no Mi being pink with wave-like swirls and a green stem. Now, in the anime, Mikata, better known as Miss Valentine, is the user of the Kiro Kiro no Mi, but in Blox Fruits, you can see the Kilo Admiral boss NPC, who can be found on the Great Tree in the 3rd Sea. Basically, a copy and paste, bruh. Now let's talk about the moveset. The first move you get after eating the Kilo fruit is the Z move called 10,000 kg, which is an AoE attack that creates a ground smash dealing decent damage. Next up is the X move called 20,000 kg, which creates a forward shockwave attack. Then is the C move, which is a stronger version of the 10,000 kg, hence being called 50,000 kg, but with the added effect of a stun. Finally is the F move called Lighten, which allows you to ascend straight up in the air with an umbrella. This can also be used in tandem with the Z and C move. Now let's see if the techniques used in the anime are similar to the Blox Fruits or not. Starting with the 10,000 kilo press. Get it? Cause kilo, yeah, okay. Mikata makes herself weigh 1 kg so she can float into the air, and when she gets right on top of the target, she descends while quickly increasing her weight up to 10,000 kg. Clearly the Blox Fruit can allow you to do this exact move using her Kilo Fruit's F move into the Z. Her second technique showed was called 10,000 kilo guillotine, which she does the exact same thing except aim for the head, hence guillotine. Finally is her torture move called Crescendo Stone, where she sits on her opponent while slowly increasing her weight. So what we can tell by that is the Kilo Fruit's 20,000 kg was completely original, with the 50,000 kg basically being the same thing but stronger. So far, I would say the resemblance to the One Piece devil fruit is pretty high. Let's take a second to talk about the usefulness of the fruit. For PvP, I would say it's pretty much horrible for the average player due to it not having high combo potential nor being a heavy hitter fruit, pun intended. And grinding with the Kilo fruit is as if Mikata were to be actually using Crescendo Stone on you. Bounty hunting recommendation is an absolute no. in all caps no. Speaking from someone who just got to 5 milli. But bounty hunting in this scenario is funny because Miss Valentine was sent by Mr. Zero to find out who the spy was in the organization and eliminate them. Of course, she was unsuccessful because she's fodder. I would say her fruit is pretty much useless due to it being extremely hard to hit a competent target with her moveset, and the fact that her fruit is the inferior version to the heavier Tun Tun no Mi. I think if Miss Valentine was post time skip and with hockey, she would still lose to Usopp. So how does the Blox Fruits hold up to the Devil Fruit? Well, I would say it's very close to the source material. If you look at the moveset and the concept of the fruit, it's directly on theme with weight and kilograms. Even the NPC who uses Kilo Fruit is identical to the actual user of the Kira Kira no Mi, with the only minor differences being the resemblance to the Devil Fruit and an upgraded attack. Overall, rating the Kilo Fruit an A-. Well, that's all for today, folks. Comment down below what fruit you're excited for me to fix, and consider subscribing because it genuinely helps me. If you guys want to see a video about how copyright might delete your most favorite games in Roblox, it'll be on the screen and in the description, and in a moment another video will pop up on your screen that you should probably go check out. Other than that, you already know what it is. Millz Mafia out. Yeah.